A mix of veteran all-stars and a youth movement, including new waves of stars in the association. For instance, LeBron is making his 18th all-star game start in a row, while John Morant and Andrew Wiggins headline the remaining starters as the lone first-time all-stars. In terms of the format, if you need a refresher, here it goes. Team LeBron and Team Durant will represent charitable organizations. The winner of each quarter will be tracked, the winner receiving additional funds for its organization. Then a final target score will be implemented to determine the overall winner. That final target score, sometimes referred to as an Elam ending, will be 24 points higher than the leading team's total score through three quarters. That leads to an untimed fourth, and the first team to reach that final target score will be deemed victorious. All right, to help us get ready for later tonight, we got the Wizard of Odds, Kenny White, joining us here on CBS Sports HQ. Let's start with the spread, Kenny. At Team LeBron sitting at, 5 and 5.5. We're waking up this morning, it's well to 6 in some books. How are you playing this game from a spread perspective?
Well, Tommy, these All-Star games are tricky because a lot of it comes down to continuity, and I'm a player power rating guy, so I just use my player ratings on each individual player and broke each team down, starters and bench, and then came up with a power rating for each team. And I have Team LeBron right now 8.5 points better than Team Durant. So I laid the 5.5 in the game. Not really comfortable with this type of situation, an all-star game. So it's another game. It's a small bet. It's a fun bet. But I do lean to Team LeBron. I think they have more talent. When you look at Giannis, you got Jokic, Steph Curry. On the other side, Andrew Wiggins, what a year he's had. He's one of the most overpaid players in the entire NBA, I thought, for years with Minnesota. You just didn't get anything out of him, but now he's starting to actually put up numbers. But I'm not sure if he's really an all-star. And the other guys on that team, it seemed like a young team, and there's more injuries on the Durant side, obviously with no Kevin Durant in the game. So it looks like Team LeBron playing in Cleveland, the home team basically in this, I think has a little bit of an advantage. And LeBron 4-0 as a GM.
All right, so even though we're talking about the All-Star format, you say even at 6, maybe a couple of points of value, but then don't break the bank when it comes to putting something down on the spread. What about the total, Kenny, sitting at a paltry 324?
Yeah, it's small sample size. We've only had 2 years of the Elam ending. We've had 4 years of this format, though, on how the game is played. And I did break down the 4 years, quarter 1, 2, and 3. And that came out to an average of 84 points. If you get 84 points in all three quarters on average, that's 252. Average Elam ending right now has been 52. So 307. Then I looked at 2019. There was 342 points scored that year, and they didn't have the Elam ending. There was 79 scored in the fourth quarter. And if you take 27 off from the average Elam ending so far, that would be 315. So the last 3 years have all gone under this number. I guess, it could go over. It's all about three-point shooting and how hot these guys get. If they don't miss their threes and they put together a quarter of over 100 points, it could go over it again. So this bet is, a fun entertainment value bet. Don't go crazy on it, but I do like it under just a little bit.
All right, love that, Kenny. You've laid out the three quarters and then doing the math and the projections for that fourth quarter and that Elam ending. Slight under there for the Wizard of Oz. We've asked you also to kind of scour the prop market for us. Let's start with your top player prop to go over tonight in the All-Star game.
Well, and LeBron back in Cleveland, it has to be him. It's his team, and he's coming off his worst All-Star performance ever. 4 points last time out. Here at home, I think you're going to see LeBron take the ball to the basket. He's going to be very aggressive in this game, and I think you're going to see him have a lot of fun, too. I think he's going to have a big game, and for LeBron, 19.5 points in an All-Star game. He's done it many, many times. 3 of the last 4 years, taking out his last All-Star game where he just had 4 points. And again, I think it's a lot of pride thing, and it's still amazing to me. 18 years. I remember when he first came up and first got a good glance at him, and I said, man, this guy, no way he's 20. He's about 4 years older than what he normally is, what they're saying he is. They hid him away somewhere, but nope. Sure enough, 18-year All-Star. That's amazing.
Yeah, 18 straight All-Star start for the King. Who are we fading today, Kenny?
I'm going to fade DeMar DeRozan. Again, it's a three-point contest, and DeMar's really not a great three-point shooter, so pretty high number at 18.5. Kind of surprised it's that high. I think this is Trae Young and John Morant. I think this is their team, and Joel Embiid having an MVP season. Those are the guys that are going to be getting the basketball. And also, as I mentioned, Andrew Wiggins has had a really good year and shooting up for three-point range. So I think DeMar, not being a three-point shooter, maybe gets less opportunities in this game, and he goes under that number.
All right, when we take a look at MVP, of course, you mentioned LeBron James, second betting favorite at 5-1. You're going with LeBron or maybe someone else near the top of the betting board?
I'm going to always go with the best player in the league, and that's Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's the best by far. Right now in the NBA, no one as good as him, and he's shown it last three All-Star games, 38, 25, and 35, 98 points. His over and under is 25.5 points. I think he goes well over that, too. He's going to get into the 30s. He just does whatever he wants on the court, and it does not matter who's guarding him. He can just put up points plenty. So, and I think he does it again today.
All right, Kenny White joining us on this Sunday. Giannis Antetokounmpo is the betting favorite at Caesars Sportsbook at plus 425. Taking a look at the All-Star Game odds to win MVP, as well as recapping Kenny White's picks for today. Likes LeBron and the spread slightly again. Same thing with the total, under a 324. Both smaller bets from Kenny. The vice goes there. Over on LeBron, 19.5. Under on DeMar DeRozan there. And then coming up, of course, with Giannis MVP.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis. No yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.